So today we'll just study about the ADT, that is one of the most important term in data structures and algorithm. So let's come on my whiteboard. So basically we'll do with ADT. So ADT basically we'll do it basically in array. So basically what is ADT? The full form of ADT is abstract data type. So what is the abstract data type is basically that is if you search on Google, that will be shown that there will be a mathematical implementation of and data type that will give you a, you can create a random data type from that, and you can implement that in your code. But that thing is not too bit complex. That basically is a very very simple thing, ADT, and basically that can be used for the optimization point of view of your code. And so you'll just learn the ADT in the data structure algorithm. It is very important term. So basically it is so if you just search on ADT, what is ADT? ADT are the way of classifying data structures by providing a minimal expected interface and set of methods. So just I want to give you an example. So basically if you want to do a certain job, okay, if you want to do a certain job, if you want to do the just like web development, web 2.0, you want to do a web development, so you will just command in your chat gpt or any google bot that I want to do web development, so generate a roadmap on it. So chat gpt will give you a roadmap. I think they will suggest you do html, do css, do javascript, do React, do Angular, do Node.js, do MongoDB, etc., 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 and so on. So basically, it will give you a constructible roadmap for the implementation, and by what you will implement that such thing to build your web development skill. Now, same as that, arithmetic abstract data type. So the word abstract, A is for abstract. I'll write it abstract. So abstract means the thing that cannot be seen, but that has an implementation or that has a signification in world. So basically abstract is meant by that in the English terminology. So basically abstract data type is basically nothing but a data type that has a significant but significance way according to the implementation of your code, but that cannot be seen or that cannot be defined in such an uh, regular definition. So basically that will be like this. So the main thing of ADT, abstract data type, that is the 2 point. One is minimal requirement. Minimal requirement. So now what? Minimal requirement, and other one is operation. I will just say the main thing. Just I am writing on the board. So basically, what is the minimal requirement? So the minimal requirement was for learning web development, I have to do HTML, I have to do CSS, I have to do JavaScript, and so on. So basically, that are called the minimal requirement on your web 2 journey. And what are the operation? You have to go to and pursue a certain courses to do the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Angular, React, etc., etc. So for that the things are, so just I am taking a little example. Just think you have given a number 12 and you are told to do it 12 plus 7, so the answer should be 99, no? But how that gonna be implemented in your program or in your hardware or in your software or in your brain? I think just think about that. You have to told that, bro, do 12 plus 7, so you can say, bro, that is 19, but how the number had come? Basically there are two operands. 12 and 7 are called operands. operands, and this plus is called operator. So for this 12 plus 7, the minimal requirement was what? We have to know what is 12, we have to know what is 7, and we have to assign that these guys are operands. Operands, and this bro is operator. Now, what are the operation? The operation is basically the in the hardware there is a logical circuit that told us that this means do the addition and assign the value in an other variable. If that is present and if that is not present, let it be completed. So now, what are the basic concepts of ADT? The ADT is an abstract data type that will create an abstract data type. Basically, that will create an abstract data type that will implement in your code and that will optimize your code and that will be given in rigorous and rational decision making process that will help to do it. Just take an one thing. I am taking in this, in this class, I will be doing the abstract data type of array. In array, I am saying that in array. So let's proceed on this. If you want, you can give notes. So now, so basically, what is an array? The first thing, what is an array? Array is basically a collection of homogeneous data types. So basically, what is called homogeneous data type? That means in an array, I can only store several data types that have same data type. Like that, I can store integer type array, I can store float type array, I can store character type array, but I cannot store the integer, float, and character in one array. I have to make several or specific array for doing specific operations or storing specific data types. So basically, array is a homogeneous data type. Homogeneous data type. Now basically we'll do, so in the array there are several operations like that. I'm just taking a random thing. So basically I'm just give you an overview what is array. So basically just think this is an array. So we'll just start counting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and we'll be storing like 10. Okay, so let's take it. Okay, like 10, 12, 13, 19, 28, 74, 201. You can store integer. Let's, it is this, and dash 10. So that is basically called an array. And basically the counting starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So basically the size of the array is what? The size of the array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So basically the size of array is basically in here 7. And what is the last index number? The last index number is this. The last index number is what? That is n. Just think this is n. N plus, sorry, n minus 1. We'll start counting from 0. Why 0? There is a question. Because if we start counting in 0, there will be many operations that will be done in very easy. So if you want to learn it more, there are so many, you can just search in Google. There are so many pages and so many articles where you can search it about it. Okay. So basically that is called array. So what are the minimal? So I have just told you in array there are two things. The first one is minimal requirements, and the second one is operation. So now, what are the minimal requirements? So basically for operating with and certain array, there are some operations and some minimal requirements. So basically what are the minimal requirements? Let's first I'll just save like this. Okay, let's take I want to take some. Okay, is it? No, that is not visible to you all. Let's take blue. Okay, so basically what are the minimal requirements? The minimal requirements is, the first one is what? The first one is get operation, that basically done by get I for getting and such element, for set and such element. Just think in this array, I want to get the index a 0, I want to get this, so basically that is 10. I want to get a 5, that is basically 74. Okay, and I want to set a number I num. So basically I want to set a number like x in the position a5. So that will be like x, this will be like x. So this is get and set operation, and there are so many operations, sorry, so many minimal requirements. So we have to do get and set operations to do a minimal requirements point in an ADT of an array. Just keep it on your mind. Okay, now second one is what? The operations. The operation is what? That operation is a minimum, min, max, that is reversing of array. Then reversing is the same thing like insertion, like a deletion, like traversal, like append. There are so many operations that you have learned in a normal learning of a C language. So now let's proceed on the same thing. Let's proceed on the same thing basically. So now what are the types of array? I will just give you a brief overview of array. So basically what are the types of array? So I think you have no, like, the types. The first one is 10, sorry, the first one is 1D array and multi-dimensional array. So 1D array means this or this, or only one row or only one column. And multi-dimensional means that will be like this, or the more than one. It can be like this. So that is called multidimensional. So basically you know only this, but there are other some differences, or sorry, others two categories of array. So basically that will like what? That is static and dynamic. So basically what is static and what is dynamic? So basically the static array is the array whose size is fixed. Size constant. And in the dynamic array the size is not constant. We can fix it. Just think about, I am just giving an example like this. My handwriting is being too bad. Okay, so just think this size is like random is 1 2 3 4 5. The size is 6, sorry, 1 2 3 4 5. And uh, I want to make a 12. It is possible. That is called resize. The previous one I have here written the minimal requirement, the resize is also a minimal requirement. So in the dynamic array we can do it. We can do it. But how? We'll be doing like this. How? Okay. So let's do how. Let's see it. Okay. Uh, Now the question is how. So basically the concept is, what the concept is, we want to make a dynamic array. Now what is a memory location of a dynamic array? So basically, if that will be a memory, if that is a memory, so basically in this zone, that is the code segment, and this is the initialized and uninitialized data type, and here will be the main function, and basically the pointer, I will be setting a pointer. So basically my concept is what, we have this array, I want to make this, just take it. So basically I'll do what, I will make a pointer on it, I'll set a pointer and points to this. I mean, this gonna be like this will put like this and this, and I have one extra zone. If I need one element, I have to implement it outside from the element, okay, outside from the program. So basically this is main function, here is the pointer. Those who didn't know what is pointer, basically pointer is nothing but it points an address. There is nothing but it points to an address, like that int start ptr equals to like a, just think, this is not true in programmatic point of view. So basically that is like this int ptr stores the address of a, that is nothing but like this, okay. Now, okay, so now this is ptr. So now in here that will be stack, and here that will be heap. Now why will not make this array in stack? Why? Because if we'll just make this array in stack, this is not, this what that, this is impossible. Yes, that is possible, obviously that is possible. If we will make an such thing in stack, that cannot be done. And if after completion of the total program the address is gonna be shut up, I mean, there will be no such an address after completion of the total program. But if we'll do in heap, in dynamic memory allocation, I can do it more specifically with the function malloc. In DP, I can do the such thing with malloc. So basically, what is malloc function? So before telling more about malloc functions, let's do some rational thing about malloc functions functionality. So basically, it is nothing but a functions that is like this. Though there is int start malloc n into size of int. So I'll just, I know my handwriting is become pretty bad, so I'll be doing some text file here. So basically what is malloc? Malloc is int start, there will be malloc, there will be size n into size of function, let's take n. So basically this is malloc, this is called malloc. I'll just control shift and sorry, this is basically malloc. Okay, so basically this is malloc. I am taking this like this. Okay, so this is malloc. Now our concept is what, we'll do what, we'll do literally this. So basically we have this, we want to make this array, I'll rather send array from and rather structure. So I want to make this through this. So basically we'll do what, we'll just make an literally sufficient ADT concepts in here. So we'll store, we want to do one thing, I want to do this is thing like total size. I'm just, I had just told the same in here. The total size is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The total size is 8. Okay. But I want to make that in the first term, in the first zone, 18, 20, 30, and 31. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 would be my used term, and if I need something, I'll just make some rational portion. That's my concept. So I'll do what? I'll at first stores the first index. Let's think if this is base, and also stores this total size and used size. The simplest thing. Okay. So what are the minimal requirements? Minimal requirements is what? This is base address. Point to be noted, this is address, and that will be pointer. The second one be what? The used size. And the third one is the total size. So these are the minimal requirements. And the operations is what? Operation is nothing but a malloc configuration. So we'll do the malloc consideration. Operation is the thing max add, I think append set I comma num. These are the minimal requirements. So basically, let's proceed it on the code. So I'll be using Visual Studio Code. Okay. So I'll do it in Visual Studio Code. So I'll just make a random file like new.c. Okay. Control C, Control Shift plus. I think that is visible to everyone. So basically, the question is what? The question is um sorry. The question is implement array ADT abstract data type, implement array ADT array. So now what will we do? At first we'll just make include std.h stdlib.h. Okay. So basically this stdlib is a function that gives us an just take this or this. Okay. This is used for dynamic memory allocation. It can be also used in file management also. So basically we'll do what? We'll at first make an structure of, I'll just take it my array. So basically in the, I think there is, okay. So in here, what are the minimal requirements? That there will be a base address, there will be used size and total size. So these are the concepts. So what will be the first thing? That will be then pointer. So the base address. So basically there will, okay, so the structure, sorry. Struct, I have invoked a code snippet in the Visual Studio Code. Let's make it my array. Okay. Now in the data portion, I will just erase it, and I'll write what? I'll write nothing but the int total size, control D, use size, int pointer. So basically this is the base I'll be write this is the base address base address of the array. This is the used size of the array for total size of the array. Okay, now we'll do what, we'll create an array. So we'll make a function void create array. Let's take the functions, the triple functions. The first one is the pointer. So I'll be do one thing. I'll be struct my, and let's points is to a. I'll be do the a and b. So in this, in here, control z. So here I'll be looking like this. A that points, basically this is the symbol of pointer that points total size, and basically that is nothing but t size. And a same wise points used size, that's nothing but u size. And a also nothing but a ptr, a pointer, and that is also equals to a int. Okay, malloc, there will be in here, that is like t size, I mean total size, into size of total size into size of, okay, into size of int, sorry, okay. And let's take care in t size comma int u size. Okay, that's it. And basically this is the dynamic memory allocation, that basically do nothing but this basically do I'll do what, the give the address, gives the address of the elements in the tape. Okay, I'll close this. Okay, okay, I think now it's visible. So now void set, now I want to set value, let's set it real, set value. I'll just basically do nothing but this, that is very easy, my array, and that will be points to a, sorry, and that's do nothing but for loop. There will be using for loop. The for loop is like for int I equal to 0, I less than a, that will points to what, that will points to a, that will points to this, basically the ptr portion, basically used size I plus plus, and that will be like printf. You can do like the element enter the element. Okay, percentile d, and I am just giving some, you know, bracket, and basically that will be stored in I, so I'll give I here, and let's scanf percentile d, and that's basically does stores the address. So basically this the ampersand is basically for giving the notation of address, that basically stores the address of what, a ptr I. Now void, the second one is I want to just show, I want to see the thing that I have just done, the struct my array, and there will be also a for loop that will be like for int I equal to 0, I equal to, sorry, I less a used size, used size, that will do what, that will basically that there will be the printf, I'll make percentile d, I'll give me a break line, that will be store a ptr. So basically here is the address, because I want to store these things in a certain portion, but that will be not like this. Okay, now come on in the main function. So int main function, so in the int main function, at first I will struct I think that will be my array. Let's give a name like names like numbers. Okay, like create array function, give it. So what are the functionality of create array? Okay, so the first one is the pointer, second one is the total size, and this is the u size. So basically I'll do what, I'll give uh, here is the basically the address of sorry numbers, and here will be use t size, I'll giving the total size 10, and I'll giving like 3 the used size. So I'll just for the easy point of view, I am writing t size is here 10 and u size is here 3. Now I'm writing printf, is it printf the set val is running. Now set val, in the set val there will be only ampersand, so there will be only address, so ampersand numbers, and printf the show is running, there will be show, in the show there is also the address, so I'll the pointer, sorry, ampersand numbers, and in the return return 0 control s. Now I'll to go run, and not run, basically I will do like control shift minus minus terminal, new terminal, gcc what is the name? New dot co manic new. Okay, so in the function, okay, so basically there is a problem used size. Okay, so basically I have just understood. So I have just forgot to give in the function used size. Okay, so that will be look like this. So I'll just copy and paste it. I can also do, use size, that will be a bus. GCC new dot c output main. Okay, enter the element 45, 56, 23. You can see here that are printed in here. अगर मैं इसको zoom करूँ थोड़ा और, I think now it is looking very good. So for the better zoom, I use GCC new dot co main main. Enter the first element 45, and the second element 89, and the third element 23. You can see 45, 89, 23 are printed. So this is the concepts of adding abstract data type in array. I think I'll give the code, I'll attach the code in here basically, and I'll give everything in a OneNote format to you. I'll just basically give the basic notes and I'll attach it with the YouTube video. So thank you guys for watching this video. See you in the next time. Bye bye.